Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce notice, noticed, notice it, and noticed it. So looking at the word noticed, something I'd like you to notice is that even though we have the letters ED, they say the T sound in this word. That's because notice ends with the S sound, a voiceless sound. So in words like notice, noticed, stop, stopped, pass, passed, the letters ED are going to say the T sound. They're going to be voiceless as well. So this type of past, it's in the past, and this type of past, I passed him the ball, have the same pronunciation. So this is something I talk about in my videos, talking about how to pronounce the ED past tense. You can check those out on the channel, or you can learn more about the subject of pronouncing past tense correctly in our American Accent 6-week course, where we look at pronunciation and grammar and how those two interact. Check that out on SpeechModification.com. So when we're just saying notice by itself, we're going to have it sound like no this. And if I'm saying something like I notice it, we're going to link those two together and it'll sound like notice it. So you might even think about it as though the S is jumping onto the word it. I notice it every time he comes. Notice it. That linking will make it easy to say that S sound correctly at the end of the word. When we're talking about I noticed it, this is where we're going to hear a change. So if I just say, I don't think he noticed, I'm going to have that T sound. But if I say, I don't think he noticed it, all of a sudden now my T that I'm saying on noticed is going to change back to a flap as I link it. So when I link a T at the end of a word to a vowel sound, noticed it, then it has to change back to a D. I noticed it last week. Noticed it. So this is, I think, part of what makes it challenging for people to say things like notice it versus noticed it, and to recognize what happens in things like past and noticed, how they do have this T sound, but when we link to a vowel, the T does change back to something that sounds more like a D, which is the flap sound. So try this with this word. I notice it, I noticed it, I noticed that. So when I'm saying I noticed that, I'm going to just use an unreleased T, not even say that T sound, stop it, and go right to the consonant that, or noticed some. I noticed some changes. It's going to be hard to hear. You're going to hear a short S there to represent that stopped T. Again, a little bit complicated how we use these EDs in past tense and how they can change, but this is something that I notice in many speakers, that sometimes they might say notice said it. They put a syllable there instead of just noticed or noticed it. Do check out our past tense videos to get more help on these details, and our online course. Our American Accent 6-week course is going to walk you through a lot of details on how to practice to make sure that you're not leaving the past tense off and that you're pronouncing it correctly for all of these types of past tense verbs. Thank you for watching this video. For your likes, shares, and comments. If you have a request, do feel free to leave that in a comment or a question. I'll get back to you with resources and answers here on the channel or on SpeechModification.com on our free materials and in our online courses. I'll be back again tomorrow with another word of the day, and Saturday we'll have our live question and answer class. I hope to see you there. I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. SpeechModification.com. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.